I love the fact that it always asks me, do you want to start the stream? As if I didn't press the button start stream. Alright, let's get everything set up. Oh. Excellent. Let's go. I'm just waiting for everything to set up properly. Won't be long. There we go. Oh, now that's working on my phone. Excellent. And the sound's looking good. Oh, people are coming in already. Hello, Dodonks. Hello, Placehold. Hello, Soup. Dark stream tonight. Yeah, we are working with some mood lighting. I figured it's a perfect chance. Bonus stream time, bonus lighting. How are we all tonight? I am here and I'm ready to stream. And my tracker's going weird. How are we all tonight? That's the point. Alright. I have some, there we go. Freezing. Oh, it is a cold night tonight. I am in the same boat. I feel you. I just went for a jog, so I'm a little bit warm from that, but I feel like I'm just going to get colder as the night goes on. Make sure you're staying warm though. It is a very cold one right now. Oh, I was just about to say, what are we up to? What are we doing? I should know. We were like streaming last night. It wasn't even that long ago. Alright, we're just going to take a minute for me to update the trackers because I do not remember. Drop in chat, how are we all feeling? How are we all doing? You know, what's been happening today? What's been, you know, you guys chilling? I don't know. Let me know how you're going. That's the main part here. We have that. We have... Is that gold or silver? That's silver. Excellent. We have the Gerudo card. We have the Stone of Agony. All the songs. We have all the songs. And I literally have not updated any of this. Wow. Okay. Spooky stream for Friday. For Friday night. That's it. It's Friday night. We're having this spooky stream. I just put up the neon lights in my room. So I was like, let's check to see how the neon lights look. Does it look too dark? Because I can turn on the normal lights. I just thought it was a nice little thing to try out. I've been working on an assignment that can only be described as corporate BS. I can tell you now, I know a lot about corporate BS, so, you know. You can shoot me any questions. No, I'm kidding. That does sound kind of frustrating, though. Hopefully, this stream tonight will provide some lovely, soothing background noise so you can work, or maybe you're taking a break to watch this. And either way, I'm hoping that you have a nice, relaxing environment so you are fully refreshed in the mind and the soul. Or maybe you're just here for the unhinged energy. I don't know. Up to you. Not too dark. I'm glad to hear it. I'm really glad to hear that it's not too dark. This is a nice little vibe that I'm feeling tonight. Alright, this is not going to be a long stream at all. I have some plans later on tonight that involve blankets, cups of tea, and the movie Practical Magic. But we are doing a short bonus stream tonight. I've been watching the new season of Squid Games today, but I saw your stream and started grooving. Hey! I love to hear it. Also, is that... That's not season 3 of Squid Game, that's season 2, right? I actually don't know. I've never watched Squid Game, so I probably should, but I have never. Dodongo's cabin is on the path of courage. We have done DC, so we probably got that. There's the couple's mask that we heard about in the last stream. There we go. So first and foremost, I figured our best way of going about is probably to do a tour of all the fairy fountains and Song of Storms grottos that we can go to. That's probably our best bet moving forward, just so we can maximize the amount of checks, because a lot of those Song of Storms grottos are actually fairy grottos. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to tackle either the Spirit Temple or Great Bay Temple first. And I'll let you guys decide which one we do first. It's completely up to you. Yes, it is Season 3. I'm up to 5 minutes into Episode 2 because it came out at 5 p.m. I was going to say that must have come out just recently because I had no idea Season 3 was out. I remember when Season 2 came out, so many people were talking about it. So I was like, if Season 3 had come out earlier, I think I would have known about it. But that's really awesome. How is Season 3 so far? How is it going? I feel like I thought there would have been more hype for Season 3 coming out. I feel like I would have known about it, but someone else decide which one to do first. I recommended it last night. Abs, good point, Placehold. Someone tell me, which one do you want to see first? It's very good, but your streams are better, which is why I'm here instead, lol. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Soup. Excellent. Alright. Nothing in here. Now we are going straight down to Zora's River. So, I was in the car home. I appreciate you. Aw, I appreciate you, Soup. I was... Huh. Okay, anyone in Australia would know this struggle. I'm not entirely sure if that was a wheelie bin I heard or thunder. So... whichever one it is, let's hope it doesn't affect the stream tonight. But yeah, so I was driving home from work today. And yes, okay, Nabby. Very good. Yeah, I was driving home from work today because this morning I was like, okay, I can either put on 3 layers of clothes to combat the cold, or I can drive in. And it's Friday, and I've had a very long week, and I've been very good at not spending too much money this week, as opposed to last week. So I was like, alright, I'll treat myself. I'll drive in. I'll deal with the tolls. I'll drive in. So I drove in instead, so I didn't have to wear like 5 layers of clothes to work to combat the cold. Which I stand by that decision. That was a good decision. But I was driving home, and I do my usual thing of driving home. I'm listening to whatever I'm listening to really loud. And, you know, when you're listening to music loud and you're feeling it and you're vibing, you kind of want to scream the lyrics. Scream, sing the lyrics. So my voice is already destroyed, and we're barely 10 minutes into the stream yet, so oopsies. Should have thought about that one beforehand. But, you know, you start playing Joji and you just kind of have to. Alright. We have the Song of Storms grotto here. We have another one in, wow, this is a great old pile of nothing, isn't it? We've got another one in Zora's River itself. So we'll be going back out there. But we'll also be going to the Fairy Fountain up here as well. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't go to the Fairy Fountain in, DMC, in Death Mountain Crater while we were up there, that's an easy answer. I forgot. Alright. But we're going to continue doing this. How are we, or what are we up to? No, I don't need anything here. I'm paranoid, after the boomerang, I'm paranoid that I've missed something at the shops. Because I know that the razor, like the fully upgraded gilded sword, is in Castletown shops, but I don't think we necessarily need it. Ugh. Alright. Just before we finish, just as we head to... What am I trying to say? Words are gone. Brain is not brain. While we are working towards this, I'm going to set up a poll quickly. Just bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to set that for 5 minutes. We have a poll happening at the moment, people. Whoa. There we go. We have a poll open up. Feel free to vote in the poll. It's determining which temple we're going to be doing first. Great Bay or Spirit Temple? Either or, I'm happy to do either. It's all up to you tonight. Alright, let's go do our fairy fountains. Whoa! Great Bay Temple has already won a vote right there. Did I ever check this? Ice Kevin is foolish. Oh, excellent. I was going to do that later tonight. Now we don't have to. Even better. Alright, there was something at Great Bay Temple. So, the reason why I'm saying those two temples is because the Great Bay Temple, we know for a fact, has the Captain's Hat, which gives us a lot of checks in Icona Graveyard. So that opens up all the graves and all of that. Now, the Spirit Temple has... Sorry, I'm already forgetting all my words. The Spirit Temple has the Gibdo Mask, which opens up beneath the well. So, you vote, you let me know. So far, Great Bay Temple is very much winning. I'm here for that. That sounds great. Continue on voting, though. I think the poll's open for another few minutes. We are happy to continue on. Oop. Oh, now we've got to vote for Spirit Temple. Alright, let's go. Again, we are just going to be checking over just some checks here for a second. We won't be long. Now, because we have the gold scale here, there is technically a separate game. It's just netting us arrows by the looks of it. Excellent. We don't actually have to do this. Whee! We can just continue on straight out. We don't actually have to play this. We just wanted to make sure that the items there weren't actual important items. Oh yeah, that's right. Climb Anywhere is on. I always forget that. Alright, let's go. Alrighty. Whee! Alright, we can do this, then we're going to... The rest of the checks shouldn't take too much longer after this. This is probably our longest stretch. Then we can go to DMC, and we can warp directly there. There's one check inside Death Mountain Crater, and then there's one just outside. And then we can go to Spirit Temple. Not like, we're not actually going to do Spirit Temple. But we are going to be... Well, that's just not it. We're going to go to the green potion for 1,000 rupees. Absolutely not. But we can also go to Desert Colossus. No. I have to go lurking. I need to go grab dinner, but I have you in my ear, so I get excited when... So I will get excited whenever I hear you get a fishy. I promise you, thank you for lurking, by the way. I promise you, the moment I get a fish, you will hear it. The moment you get a fish, you will hear it, I promise. Alrighty. Let's go adult. That's probably going to make it a lot easier. So, I was mowing the lawns the other day, because I have a backyard and a front yard. Look at me. So important. No, I'm kidding. But I was mowing my lawn the other day, and I must have hit something that my skin just didn't agree with. Because I ended up developing a little bit of a rash on my hand, which You know, gross, I know. Sorry, you're just gonna have to hear this for a second. Not nice. But I did have a little bit of a rash, and my hand got all dry and red and scaly and kind of gross. Which is not great. Not what you want to hear. And it's healing nicely, but my lovely little cat, every so often, and you all know and love Muffins, when Muffins gets a... No, we are not doing Stone Tower Temple. Sorry, Soup. Absolutely not. No Stone Tower Temple today. We might have to do Stone Tower Temple. Absolutely not. Great Bay Temple won that poll. Thank you for everyone who voted in the poll. That's excellent. We will go to that very shortly once we finish the rest of this the rest of this, what am I trying to say? The rest of the checks. There we go. Alright. Did I not actually go in the fairy fountain just then? No, I don't think I did. Meow. Yes, so Muffins, sort of... I also, like, Soup resubscribed. Thank you so much for the resub. That's awesome. Thank you so much, also Soup. That's very kind of you. I don't think I actually did what we needed to do here. There we go. But yeah, so Muffins, when I bite her... no, wait. I don't bite my cat. My words. Oh, I already did that, okay. Clearly, I have just completely lost all concept of a thought just then. When I'm patting my cat, sometimes she likes to have a wee little nibble of my hand. And it's not a get away from me. It's just a gentle, yes, I feel you patting me and I want to acknowledge that. Ha 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 ha. It's very cute. But with my hands and like with my hand being all dry and scaly and rashy, I now have a nice deep cut from where the skin just broke when she did that, and I feel very bad. She's completely fine, by the way. But every so often I accidentally hit this little cut, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're still here. No, that's not it. I didn't realize it was 2 months. I'm happy. Thank you also, Super. I very much appreciate it. Thank you so much. There's been so many resubs this month. Thank you. Okay, so again, I do know that Great Bay Temple won the Gamba, and we will be going to Great Bay Temple in a minute. But does this actually net? Oh, there's a grotto here. The more you know. Oh, it's just gonna have more of a price crap. Green potion for 700 rupees. Absolutely not. Go away. Red potion for 65. That is the cheapest item we have seen in this entire run. I will take it. For 65 rupees, I've just got to reward him for not having it for 1,000 rupees. Just saying. Alrighty. We are going to Fairy Fountain, then we are going to Storm's Grotto. And then let's go to Great Bay. Why not? Let's get straight into it. Oh. Down. There we go. Now, in terms of... There is one thing I do want to quickly check. I would at some point like to know where the Shadow Temple Medallion... Like, where the Shadow Medallion is. And my thought process behind this is if we find... We have the Spirit Medallion. If we find the Shadow Medallion and the Light Arrows, we have a... We are able to get into... Greg. We are able to get into Ganon's Tower, which... Ganon's Castle, which has quite a few pots. It also has the big chests, the room with all the chests in it. And it also has the actual boss fight room with all those pots in it. All those delicious pots ready and waiting for us. So, again, we're looking for light arrows. That's probably our big item that we're missing. There we go. We're looking for light arrows. Now, light arrows is going to give us access to Ganon's Castle with all those checks. It's also going to give us access to Secret Shrine, which doesn't have as many checks, but still kind of worth checking. Owl statue. What are you? Clocktown? Woodfall. Southern Swamp. Not collectible. Come on. Thank you. Great Bay. Oh, did I not have the Great Bay one already? That is excellent timing. Considering we're about to warp there, even better timing. We are going to take a quick second to check this, and we're going to run in and out of Spirit just to see if we've already collected the item. I have a feeling we have collected the item. Pinnacle Rock Seahorses give a rapport. Excellent. I feel less bad about not doing that now. Because we did actually go through Pinnacle Rock, but we just never reunited the Seahorses. Now I don't feel bad about that. Okay, cool. I feel like we've already collected the item here. Yes, we have. Wonderful. That's the wrong one. Oh, that's sneaky. Okay, because we didn't have C up until the end of last stream, I had no idea. So, again, for anyone who didn't catch the beginning of this entire rando, I did not decide the rules of this rando. I got someone else to do that for me. Because of that, I had to find out at the same time you all did about what the rules are. So we were able to warp to Ocarina of Time from Majora's Mask, but we're not able to warp from we're able to walk from Majora's Mask to Ocarina of Time, but we can't warp from Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask. And we're only just finding this out. That's kind of sneaky. I love it. Alright, let's just go the old-fashioned way. Temple of Time. Oh, thank you, Placehold. Thank you for redeeming a random Zelda fact. Oh boy, my mind is blank today. Just give me 1 second. In Great Bay Temple Shadow Medallion. Excellent, that's where we're heading. Okay, what's a good Zelda fact for you? Again, half the problem is trying to remember what facts I haven't given you. Okay, so what facts haven't I given you? Okay, so while we're looking at the Hylian Shield, there is, if anyone's listening, I think Placehold is lurking and not listening. Listening but not able to watch. The Hylian Shield has the Triforce on it, the red crest, and then a upside down yellow triangle at the bottom. For anyone who's watching the stream currently, this piece of the triangle here. That exists in the original version, the Nintendo 64 version of Ocarina of Time, but was removed from the Hylian Shield in all future games, including the 3DS version. And the reason for we don't know why the reason it's been removed, but that bottom piece resembles the piece of the Triforce that's missing from the center of the Triforce. Because of this, a lot of people, there became a heavy theory, and a lot of people believe in something called the Tetraforce. Tetra meaning four. There we go, Great Big Coast. So a lot of people believe in the Tetraforce. So there is three. Oh, actually, I want to go to Zora Cape. There are 3 goddesses. So we know that there's Nehru, Din, and Farore. With Farore being the goddess of time, the goddess of courage, Din being the goddess of power, and Nehru being the goddess of wisdom. And we know that there's 3 pieces of the Triforce: wisdom, courage, power. So this theorized 4th piece of the Triforce, the Tetraforce, as you will, is heavily believed to be representative of the goddess of time, which is actually referenced in in Majora's Mask itself. So I don't know if you were watching last time we let the moon crash. Not last stream, the stream before. Tattle actually says, The title actually says, "We need more time. Goddess of time, hear us. We need more time." So the Goddess of Time, which is also existent in games like Phantom Hourglass and Ocarina of Time, she is heavily referenced, but she doesn't have her own separate piece of the Triforce. A lot of people believe that Nehru is the goddess of wisdom and time, and that the game also implies that. But the Tetraforce theory sort of posits that there is a fourth goddess, not known, and she is the goddess of time. There is another possible option for the Tetraforce. Hang on. For some reason, I can never remember that one off the top of my head. There is another option for who would be represented as the fourth piece of the Triforce, and that is the goddess that's represented in Skyward Sword, the goddess Hylia. But however, she in this, there is a reason why. There is an explained reason as to why she would not have a piece of the Triforce, and that's because in Skyward Sword, and again, spoilers for Skyward Sword here, canonically, Hylia gives up her status as a goddess to resume a mortal form in order to gain control of the what's now known as the Triforce. So Hylia could be the person representative of the fourth piece of the Tetraforce. Of course, Nintendo removed this extra piece on the bottom of the shield. As you can see here, Majora's Mask doesn't even have a fourth piece. It has a tiny little Triforce, but it doesn't have that fourth piece that the others did. So it may all be completely moot. It may not even be intentional, but it is interesting to sort of explore the theology behind why that fourth piece exists on the Hylian shield, and what it would, or who it would be representative of. So there you go. There's a fun little fact on Zelda theory and theology. Believe it or not, it's a thing. Alright, let's go through Great Bay. Now, with the hook shot, we are able to skip through large portions of Great Bay, which is excellent. Because the best way to go through this temple is by skipping large parts of it. Ooh. There we go. Get down. Alright, let's go. We are looking for the captain's hat. Yes. We're looking for the captain's hat. I have a feeling that's probably the only thing of interest here. Otherwise, we would have gotten a gossip stone saying, you know, power, wisdom, or courage. Even so, the Triforce of Courage is the only one that we're missing. So we would have gotten a hint already saying Triforce of Courage. Twitch chat is broken for me, so... Aww, Blurk today, but also Sal After Dark. Yeah, we are trying out the nice little neon light aesthetic. Although you don't get to see the neon, you only get to see the sort of the dark. But I figured bonus stream is Sal After Dark. I like it. Also, thank you so much for the lurk, Snakey. I hope your day today has been absolutely wonderful. I am very glad to be here. It's not going to be a long stream. I'm going to forward warn you that now. But hopefully it's going to be a really good one. So, thank you for lurking. Alright. Oh, balls. I need to stop saying that on stream. As soon as I sent that, my phone desktop decided to load. Ah, classic. It always works like that, doesn't it? I feel like that's the same for me too. Like, every time I turn around and say something's not working, the moment I say that, it starts working. Alright, everyone, there is going to be a slight flashing lights and colors warning. Thank you. For a second there, that wasn't going to work, and that wasn't working properly, and I don't know why. Alright, there's going to be a slight flashing colors and lights warning, as we're going to use the Blast Mask to destroy this. I actually don't know what the cooldown on Blast Mask is, so we will find that out. Is it instant? It is instant. Okay, that's nice. Alright, flashing lights and colors warning, just letting you all know now. Please be aware of that. Now, in the actual, vanilla gameplay, the Blast Mask has a 15-second cooldown. I'm gonna tell you now, even a 15-second cooldown is still instrumental in defeating this boss. If there is one item I can recommend for Walt here, which is his name, it's the Blast Mask. Even with the 15-second cooldown, so helpful. Welcome back, Placehold. I hope you caught your Zelda fact. Otherwise, I'm repeating the entire theology lesson, which, you know, I wouldn't mind for you. But I hope you caught that. Thank you so much for redeeming points for your random Zelda fact. And I hope you enjoyed your dinner. Or if you've just grabbed it, I hope you enjoyed grabbing dinner. I did. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Why did I go there? Right. Sorry, for a second there my brain completely glitched out again. Alright. We are continuing on. As in, yes, I did catch the fact. Oh, I'm glad to hear. Again, I'm very glad to hear that. Alright. Alright, Macau. I don't know what it is, but Macau the Zora just seems to love getting concussions. Like, watch this. It is so easy to... Oh, I say that, now it's not working. It's so easy to get him to... There you go. Get him stuck in the wall and just repeatedly hit himself. It is so much fun. It probably shouldn't be. Alright. Is this the Gibdo mask? Get down. Thank you. Alright. Oh, Zora Tunic. I don't think we actually had that, and I was right. It is Kikiri Green. I have a feeling that was entirely intentional. The prescription. So neither item that we were looking for, but still really good. Alright. Excellent. Alright, let's go. Alright. Whoa, my phone just made a very weird buzzing sound. It's currently on charge as I have my stream open on there. And it was... I don't know, making a weird sound. Enthralling information by yours truly. Alright, fairy, nothing, excellent. That fairy barrel is kind of weird looking, I love it. Nothing of interest here, excellent. That's overshot it by miles, hasn't it? Excellent, there we go. Even though, if I'm being honest, oh no, we still need to move these. I was gonna say, we really don't need to roll the red ones, but we do. So, a weird little quirk with Great Bay Temples. So the way Great Bay Temple works is you're supposed to sort of get the water flowing through these tubes back to the main room with the red tube. That way you can sort of turn off the flow of the yellow water and turn on the red flow, and that makes the water flow in a different direction. But if you just turn off the water flow in the yellow room and then make your way back to the main hub, which you're not technically supposed to do. You're not supposed to be able to get to the main hub room without nothing. Excellent. You're not supposed to be able to get to the hub room without at least the red or the yellow water being activated. If you manage to get into the main hub room without without either activated, it still rotates as if the yellow's opened. And of course there's a chest there. Excellent. Redeemed a Mario Kart track Stone Tower Temple. Luckily for me, unfortunately for you, Stone Tower Temple is not a Mario Kart track. No, I get what you mean. I know you want to see Stone Tower Temple. If we do not find a Triforce piece in this or Spirit Temple, gold gauntlets, very nice. If we do not find a Triforce piece in Stone Tower, no, crap. If we don't find a Triforce piece in anywhere that we're looking for, we will go to Stone Tower Temple. Snecky redeemed a Mario Kart track, the moon. We're going back to the moon, are we? The moon too, Electric Boogaloo. I like it. Alright. We're going back there. Snecky is jumping on the bandwagon. Oh no. I love it, but also no. That means I have to do the moon. No, not the moon. Stone Tower Temple. That's where we just were. Never mind. Okay. So, we are going to jump this way. What was in that chest? Gold gauntlets. Alright. There is a Triforce box in here, so it's a good thing we came in here. I do have ice arrows. That's very nice. I could not do this room without ice arrows. Oh, right. I actually have to hit this guy first, don't I? Oh, magic upgrade. That's kind of cool. Not strictly necessary, but still cool. Did I ever mention how much I hate doing this boss? It's not even hard, it's just annoying. It's not even a difficult boss, I just find him so annoying. Oh, there's another box here too. That's nice to know. Pictograph box. Excellent. There we go. Let's mark that pictograph box off as collected. Oh, and we got the large magic upgrade. Again, not strictly necessary for us as we have banned from engaging with enemies for 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Good thing we defeated the boss first. Thank you for waiting until we defeated the boss first. Otherwise, we would have had a bit of issue. Wow, this room was loaded. I mean, not with good stuff, but it was loaded. With a piece of heart as well. Okay, there was something in every box set. Alright, banned from engaging with enemies for 5 minutes. 5-minute timer, please. There we go. Alright, 5-minute timer set. Thank you, placehold, for waiting until we were done with the boss. Alright. Greg! Yeah, so I do not... That boss isn't even hard, it just annoys me. Hey, yes, I thought it was only fair to wait. I do appreciate it, thank you. It would have been really awkward if we did have to wait for the 5 minutes to be up before we could defeat the boss. A little bit funny, but a little bit awkward as well. Alright, Alright, now we're going to change the direction of the water. Once we do that, we should be able to access the rest of the dungeon, including, hopefully, the Gibdo Mask. And once we find the Gibdo Mask, we can pretty much get out of here. We can defeat the boss and get out of here, I should say. Again, we are getting quite a few items here. They're just not items of value. Oh, that was excellently. That was an excellent jump by me. If I want to toot my own horn, which I do, everyone should compliment me. No, I'm kidding. I think I'd be incredibly embarrassed if that were to happen. Don't tell me the Gibdo mask is... No, it's not. Okay, cool. There we go. The hook shot is honestly at its peak here. No, actually that's not fair. Snowhead Temple. Snowhead? Snow Peak? Snowhead. Snowhead Temple is where it's at its peak. But the hook shot anywhere, I don't think I'm going to be able to go to vanilla gameplay without this function anymore. That's how good it is. This is a life-altering canon event item. I don't know what that means, but I think I'm using it right. Alright. Oh, nice. Alright, there's a few pots down here. Hello, green pot. There's the captain's hat. It was the captain's hat, not the Gibdo mask we were after. Now, thanks to last time, we actually know that we can hookshot directly from here, which is very nice. Actually. Okay, nothing's there. I do need to check these two chests. Okay, there's nothing there. Excellent. So these two chests would be where stray fairies are, but because the stray fairies have been moved to random locations, we just need to check those, that's all. And now we can check this off. Excellent. I love the fact that the hookshot can make that. It cuts out this really annoying room. Speaking of annoying rooms, there's two fairies there. There is a barrel down here that normally has a fairy in it, so we're just going to quickly check this as well. I love the way the bell sounds underwater. I just wanted to wait until you could hear that though. It's so funny to me. I clearly am amused easily, if that's my threshold for entertainment. I'm clearly easily amused. Also, not engaging with enemies, I'm enjoying it. Nothing there. Excellent. We can skip the rest of this room because we don't actually need to activate the green pipes. And the green pipes only need to be activated if we need to make the jump across the... Excuse me. If we need to make the jump across the edge. We don't need to make the jump across the edge because we have the hook shot. Even if we didn't have the hook shot, we would have bombs and a shield. So we could essentially bomb hover across. So... oh, that's our 5-minute timer on our ban from interacting with enemies. So thank you so much. Thank you, Placehold, for that. That was awesome. We are just going to check our last few pots here. Nothing, 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 nothing. I don't know why that was in the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but... Okay. Alright, excellent timing. We are at the boss, right for our ban to end, which is very nice. Oh, come off it. That 5 minutes went really fast. It really did. We are already 45 minutes into this stream. It has felt like 10 minutes max. And we are already 45 minutes in, which is absolutely redonkulous to me. In the best way possible. I do appreciate it. This has been... Streaming is the highlight of my week, honestly. Yeah, I know. We are 44 minutes and 28 seconds in. I have it on my... I have the timer on my computer, so... How cool is that? It has felt like nothing. I'm gonna land in the water, aren't I? Yeah. That's unfortunate. That's alright. That didn't stop us. I love the fact that we got Fierce Deity so easily. Because this boss fight, honestly, I hate doing vanilla. The others, including Twin Mold, I can do Twin Mold without Fierce Deity. I don't like to do it, but I will do it. This fight in particular, nah. Again, I can do it, but I just... Honestly, this is the one boss fight I kind of refuse to do without Fierce Deity. Again, it's not hard per se, it's just really tedious. So without Fierce Deity, what you're supposed to do is wait for Georg to sort of hit the wall and stun itself. And then, ooh, that was a weird angle for the Zora mask. That kind of looked weird. Yeah, you're supposed to wait for the Zora mask for Georg to sort of stun itself, hit it with an arrow, turn into Zora, and then go down and beat the crap out of it with your electric shield. Which, if you don't have Chateau Romani, can be really annoying. Oh, we got the map for ice. A useless dungeon map. Thank you. So yeah, it is honestly an annoying boss to do. And then in its second phase, the babies spew out, and the babies, they don't hurt for much damage, but they kill your magic shield and kill your momentum and swimming. It is very annoying, if I'm being honest. Alright, that's Great Bay done already. Let's go Spirit. That's still not it. I don't know why I'm confusing Desert Colossus. Requiem for Spirit. I don't know why I forgot that. I don't know why we're confusing Requiem for Spirit and Bolero of Fire. I don't know why I keep doing that today, but I do. Alright, Spirit Temple. You might be asking why I'm not going to the gravesite right away. In all honesty, I'd rather get the Gibdo mask here and now and do both the items in Akana Canyon at the same time. There we go. I'd rather do Beneath the Well and the graves at the same time because I'm going to be there anyway. So once we find Gibdo mask, we're not going to stay here for too long. Once we find Gibdo mask, we are out. Essentially, that's it. Oh, what am I doing? I actually need to go the other way first. Oh, right. You're there. Can I boomerang you? I can. Very nice. That was a really poor showing on my part, but whatever. Alright, let's go. Hey! Also, underrated, if we're talking about underrated dungeon themes, this has to be on there. I actually really enjoyed the dungeon music for this, and it is so underrated. Okay, bye! Do I have a way of killing this? Oh, I do. That's very nice. So normally when I do this, I do have Ageless Hookshot on, so I can just sort of cheese my way through this. In this case, I don't. So there is that little extra challenge for me, which I'm not gonna lie, am enjoying. Yeah, you're gonna set me on fire. That's very nice. That's not what I meant to do. I just want to get the pot, in all honesty. I can skip the rest of this room. I just want the pot. More more specifically, I want to see what's in the pot. Also Soup meow. Hello, Also Soup. That? Okay. Again, that's not what that's kind of not what I'm meaning to do. How am I supposed to do this again? I don't remember how to do this vanilla, if I'm being honest. This is gonna be super annoying. I don't remember how to do this vanilla, and I want that pot, whatever it is. Alright, at least I want to see what's in the pot. Maybe I can just... Oh, it's the odd potion. I'm not doing that. I have to do that. That sucks. Alright, there we go. That shouldn't have been as hard as it was, but here we are. Here we are, I guess. There we go. But yeah, in terms of underrated dungeon themes, this has to be among it. I actually really enjoyed the dungeon theme, which is quite odd considering I don't particularly care about the Spirit Temple, which I feel like is kind of a travesty to say. I feel like the Spirit Temple is so well loved. I feel like I should like it a whole lot more than I do. Look, I don't mind it. It's just, you know, it's not something that I'm like, yeah, I'm jonesing to do the Spirit Temple. Rude. But the theme itself, absolutely spectacular. Everything about the music in the Gerudo area, phenomenal. Alright. Excellent. We are just going to quickly check this. Alright, cool. Now we can get the hell out of dodge because that never actually kills the keys. It just sets them on fire. Stop it! Open the door. Thank you. Up, down. Thank you. Alright, there we go. So how are we all feeling tonight? Do we have any big plans for the weekend? I am not gonna lie, I am... rude. I am very excited for a nice, low-key, easy, sweet, and easy weekend. Also, I just realized that I could have been adult this entire time and had the hook shot. And skipped a whole lot of the issues there. I'm stupid. I have to finish 2 assessments. Eek. 2 assessments! Are they, when are they due by? Please don't tell me they're both due this weekend, because that kind of sucks. That sucks royally if that's the case. You can't jinx it now, you'll have a busy and awful weekend after saying it'll be restful. That's really true, actually. That's really true, actually. Both on Sunday, both of your assessments are due Sunday. That sucks. That really sucks. Fingers crossed that you get them in. I mean, I know you'll get them in on time. I have faith in you. But still, that sucks. Hopefully it's a nice, easy process for you. Ice trap, everyone. There it is. Hit your ice trap emotes. There we go. I haven't started the second one yet. Ouch. Yeah, ouch. That's gotta be rough. Oh, thank you for the on-screen celebration of my ice trap. Oh, I am low-key impressed that it's only been 5 ice traps so far. Alright, there we go. Thank you for the on-screen celebration, Soup. I appreciate it. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Excellent. Let's do that. Thank you for the ice traps. It was Placehold that did the ice traps. I think I said thank you, Soup. Thank you, Placehold, I mean. Alright, nothing there. Let's go up here. Let's finish off child section, then we'll go back and do the beginning of adult section, I think. We just get the beginnings out the way, and then we can deal with the huge goopy mess in the middle. Nothing there. Nothing there. We'll come back on that side and do Zelda's Lullaby there later. Get down. The fact that Link keeps climbing is not great for the purposes of this, but okay. Sure, mate. Okay, you remember how I said in Jabbery Jabbery that Link climbing is possibly the best mechanic? Spirit Temple, I don't have that same thought process. Gonna be real here. There we go. Alright, we're going to use Din's Fire to light all the torches and hopefully have a better time of doing that than we did last time. Last time we were struggling so hard to light these torches. Rude. There we go. Okay, that clearly didn't work. Stop zooting me. They're zooting me with their little lasers. Alright, clearly this isn't working. Alright, let's just push the block here. Hopefully this isn't the one room I need, like the one chest I need. I cannot be bothered doing this if I'm being honest. Alright, excellent. Alright, let's go. Once we, as I said before, once we complete child section, we'll just go to the beginning of adult section. We are literally just here for the Gibdo mask. We can't even finish this temple because we don't have the the mirror shield. So we can't even finish this temple completely. So in all honesty, there's no point in sticking here. After getting the Gibdo mask. And it's this temple in particular because there's no easy way to get to the boss room if we even if we get there beforehand. We don't have Farore's Wind. Whoops. Alright, you're just gonna farm some hearts for us. We don't we don't even have an easy way of getting to the boss room if we complete half the temple. We'd still have to do the same amount of temple the next visit anyway, so genuinely no point. Alright. Thank you for refilling my hearts completely. Always love it. Alright, nothing here. Excellent. We are going to try our usual shtick. That's not it. That's still not it. Again, this is why we save state, people. That's still not it. On a normal Nintendo 64 controller, this is so much easier. It's the aftermarket controllers. And the... Whoa, that didn't even... Okay, whatever. There it is. Excellent. Now that we've wasted half of our bombs, we're going to... We just soft-locked ourselves. Alright, we're gonna hopefully not soft-lock ourselves. hang on a second. I have the long shot. What am I doing? I can literally just long shot across. I always forget that. Okay, nothing there. Excellent. That's all we needed to check. It's just easy to go this way to check that one chest. Whoa. Yeah, I saw that one coming a mile away. Alright. Again, I backflipped. Come on. Alright, now this way. Here's a good little iron knuckle. Here's a good little iron knuckle. There we go. Done. Easy. Excellent. Again, this adult section should go past rather quick. Thanks to the hook shot, we can get through this adult section really quickly. Bear with me for 2 seconds. This is probably really stupid and incredibly incorrect. Oh, there are 2 chests there. I've never actually paid attention to the map long enough to actually notice that there are 2 chests there. The more you know. I probably did know that, and just with all the randomizers I've done, I've just forgotten it. Okay, we can't do anything over on that side. And this is why I'm saying we should do the beginning of the adult section, like go back to the beginning of the temple, because a lot of this later section relies on us having the mirror shield. Which, of course, we do not have. Oh, I'll take the money. Nice. Alright, get down. Oh god, I hate this room. Luckily for us, we have the long shot. That room, last randomizer, this is the first randomizer in a very, 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 really long time that I've gotten the long shot. So, the last randomizer we did, I was stuck in that room for about 10 minutes because the hook shot just wasn't cooperating with us. Alright, I'll deal with you. Excellent. Anything here? Nothing! Excellent. Placeholder, are you confident that you'll get those assignments done? I know you will, but are you confident? That's the thing. Hey, Muff. Alright, there is nothing we can do in this section here. This all requires the mirror shield. So we're going to return to dungeon entrance and start from the beginning. But first of all, before we do adult dungeon, we are going to take a 5-minute break here. Just because I am busting for the loo. Placeholder is confident in Fishy. I feel that. I am confident in Fishy. In Fishy, we trust. I will finish one tonight. The second one is a 50-50 chance of getting it done. I have utter faith in you. You are going to do this. I know you will. I promise. You have got this. You might need some caffeine. But you got this. You've got this. Alright, everyone. We are going to take a quick 5-minute break. whether it's a quick 5 minutes or a slow 5 minutes, I have no say in that. But we're going to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to run to the bathroom, grab a drink, all that. Feel free to grab a drink, grab some water, grab some soft drink, grab whatever you're drinking, grab some food, do whatever you want to do. Just come back in 5 minutes and we will get back into it. So we'll see you then. everyone, we are back. Welcome in. I hope you had a lovely break time.
Alright, everyone,
Oh, that is loud. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say I just set my stream vision back up again so we can see what's happening. Alrighty. I hope you had a lovely break. I did indeed. I said that is so loud in my ears. There we go. I said at the beginning of this stream that I just gotten back from a jog and I was feeling quite warm, but I'd cool down pretty much as soon as the like, you know, the high from the jog was over. And I spent my break getting my fluffiest, warmest pajama pants on because your girl's now freezing. So, yeah, no. But I hope you had a lovely break time. It has been a long time since I've gone through the adult section of Spirit Temple. A very long time. I don't think I've done this in a randomizer. Adult section of a temple, I don't think I've done it since, like, my first ever randomizer. So, hopefully we won't be here too long. Maybe. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Trying to collect rupees when I'm accidentally climbing the walls. That's good. Yeah, that's gonna be really annoying. Yeah, screw it. I was gonna say, I know that's not how I'm supposed to get it, but at the same time, Alright, let's go. I didn't even hit the... Okay. Excellent. What's behind this? There we go. What's behind this? Because I never know. Oh, that's where the sculpture is. Excellent. Nothing there. It's kind of really bothering me that I didn't get the chest in the silver rupees room as a kid. Maybe this is important. Maybe this is it. Oh my god, it is! Oh, thank god. I was about to go do the kid rupee room. Oh my god. Oh, that's very nice. Okay. We are... Majora's masking it. Also because there's a like about to eat my face off. Alright, we have Gibdo Mask. Oh, that is a light arrow check. So once you have Shadow and Spirit medallions, the game will automatically give you light arrows. And this is typical of vanilla gameplay as well. So the mechanics of this game are quite weird. In order to open the door of time, you require the 3 spiritual stones. That's normal. You also require the Fairy Ocarina, which you get upon leaving Kokiri Forest. However, the adult section works a little bit differently. And it's because the game was intended to be a little less linear than it ended up being. So, in order to... It's kind of the forest... How do I phrase this? The forest, fire, and water are kind of... are fairly linear. You're not downright required to... Actually, no. You are kind of almost downright required to do it. Hey, Jay Buttcrumbs! Welcome in! Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely night. Why am I doing this? We know where everything is. Hope you're having a lovely night. We are about to go to the spooky graveyard. Hence why all the lights are off. Also because I just installed neon lights. And they look cool. Alright. But yeah, so the temples, the forest, fire, and water are kind of intended for you to complete them in that order. The game pushes you in that direction, but you don't necessarily need to complete the game to complete the temples in that order. you will need to collect the bow from the forest temple, but that's pretty much it. You're not required to complete them in any particular order apart from that. And the same is true for Majora's Mask, actually. Once you collect the bow from Woodfall Temple, you can essentially complete the dungeons in any order you want, really. But this the spooks of the wooks. That's it, absolutely. But yeah, so you're able to complete the dungeons in any order you want. The game knows this and knows the order that it pushes you towards, which is forest, fire, water, shadow, spirit. You need to be able to do fire, forest, water, or fire, water, essentially, to be able to do shadow. But otherwise, you kind of can do the rest of them in any order you want, really. But because the game sort of allows you that little bit of flexibility, and technically Shadow and Spirit can be completed in any order. And the game even acknowledges this. It sort of pushes you in the direction of doing Shadow first, because of the cutscene that plays giving you Shadow, the Requiem of Shadow? No, that's not right. Yeah, giving you Shadow automatically. But light and colours warning, everyone. Just letting you know, there's a flashing lights and colours warning about to happen. I'll let you know when it's over. But yeah, so the game kind of pushes you in a particular order, but Shadow and Spirit can essentially be completed in any order that you want. The flashing lights and colours warning is actually over now. That was super quick, super easy. Yeah, I've been jinxed, I can't pull out my sword. That's great. Bremen Mask, very nice. I think we knew that was down here, actually. So because it can be completed in any order, the game actually has a sort of safe hold in case you complete them out of the order that the game sort of pushes you in. So if you do Spirit first and then Shadow, the game checks. The game only checks to see if you have completed the Shadow and the Spirit medallions in order to get the light arrows. Because it assumes that you've already done the first the first 3 dungeons, you actually don't need to do them. You only need to do the Shadow and Spirit dungeons in order to get the light arrows and beat the game. Rude. There we go. You only really need to do Shadow and Spirit in order to get the light arrows and defeat the game. So if you can find a way of getting into Shadow without... Well, that's just rude, isn't it? That's rude. If you're able to get into Shadow without the Requiem of Shadow, that's not what it's called. Oh, we're in Majora's Mask. Why am I blanking on all of the song names today? Da, 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 da. That is Requiem of Shadow. Yes, it is Requiem. I don't know why I'm blanking on literally everything. Okay, that was a bad angle to jump from. I don't know why I'm... Brings me all the way back here. I don't know why I'm blanking on everything today. My brain clearly isn't... No! As I was saying, it's clearly not working. Something in my head is just not working today. Point is, you can complete... You only need... And this is the same with vanilla gameplay. You only need... You only need the Shadow and Spirit medallions to actually get the light arrows, which is why we just had the light arrow check there, because we have the Shadow and Spirit medallions. So if you can find a way of getting into the Shadow Temple without the song, you don't actually have to do the first 3 temples. All you will need is the bow. And maybe the Megaton Hammer? That's pretty much it. The rest of it, with glitches, and I'm not saying it's going to be like super easy, but with glitches, you can get through the rest of it without doing the other dungeons. In fact, and going back into a bit of speedrun history, here, Now that I'm straight up monologuing, let's go. When speedruns first started of Ocarina of Time in the early 2000s, speedruns started in the 90s, let's be real here. Speedruns of Ocarina of Time started as soon as the game came out. They were like 6-7 hours long. And the gameplay remained relatively the same. In terms of defeat the first 3 bosses, get the 3 spiritual medallions, master sword, and then complete the dungeons in order to get the medallions. Get and done. Oh, hello, Ducky! Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Thank you so much for resubbing. It's been a while. How are you? I wish your speedruns were 6 to 7 minutes long. I do not wish my speedruns were 6 to 7 months long. That would be a very slow run. But, you know what? I'll take the compliment. Hello, Ducky. How are you? It has been a while. I hope you are doing well. Wide. Is that how you are? Or is that how long? Wide. I am wide. Is that how you spell wide? That does not look right. I'm not doubting your spelling. I'm doubting my ability to comprehend actual sentences. Or words. Long run, that's it. Forget speedruns, guys. We're doing long runs now. Our games done long marathons run for like, you know, an entire year. Isn't that just Let's Plays? No. You know what? It's long runs now. You are wide, Ducky. Congratulations on your wideness. I hope you are enjoying it. Wait, I said the wrong thing. I don't know what that means. Ugh. Wait, what wrong thing did you say? I am very confused. I'm just gonna quickly check the chest up here. I will get back to the speedrun history in a second, but we are... Oh, 6 to 7 hours long, not months long. Right, the streams. I was gonna say, you said speedruns, my speedruns were 6 to 7 hours long, and I was like, oh, I stopped speedrunning because my wrist couldn't handle a few hours, let alone a few, 6 to 7 months. Alright. That's funny. That's actually quite funny. Alright, yeah, so the history of Ocarina of Time speedrunning. So, originally, these runs were like 5-6 hours long. And they followed just basic normal gameplay, just in a, you know, slightly quicker format. And in fact, one of the main pioneers of the early era of Ocarina of Time speedrunning was a runner called TSA. And look, TSA is kind of less highly regarded in the community now. But back then, before the cheating allegations, I say that as if, okay, TSA was a speedrun. Like he did splice some runs. He was proven to have cheated a few speedruns. In fact, if you type up that splice TSA is a cheater into YouTube, you can see how blatant it was. But before that whole thing, he was very well regarded in the community. What do you want? I feel like you want a blue potion. Something that sprouts when it's watered. Oh, that's the beans. He wants beans. But TSA back then was influential to the Zelda community and to the Zelda speedrunning community. Blardy. Bloody hell. So TSA was influential, incredibly important to the speedrun universe back then. And he pioneered a lot of these runs. His influence in the community cannot be overstated. But, despite the kind of modern erasure, for good reason, I guess, but yeah. Leave it, leave it. Leave me something deliciously for... Oh, he wants a fish, doesn't he? Alright. We'll go fish hunting soon. I want to... Wait, who is this cheater? I want to look it up. Name is TSA. His name is TSA. If you look up Dat Splicer, TSA is a cheater, or TSA cheated, or whatever it is, you will see it. It's, even for a person who doesn't speedrun, it's very obvious. He walks into a loading zone and the music completely cuts to a complete different part of the song, which we all know doesn't happen if it's the same song. Leave me something that makes a blinding flash, preferably 10 of them. That is Deku Nuts. But yeah, so Zelda speedruns used to be about 5 to 6 hours long. And then it was discovered that you don't actually need to do the whole thing. Which back then... Oh, Skull Mask. Not strictly necessary for us, but okay. Back then, the fact that you didn't have to do all of the temples was actually kind of groundbreaking news. Like, this was not known. And this was a huge thing. So then the run became... what are you? Leave me something warm that can quell one's minds and spirits. Okay, that is hot spring water. We cannot access that now. We have to go the other way for that. Leave it, leave it. Leave me 10 refreshing blasts. That's bombs. We are going to have to run out and grab more items for this because we don't have a blue potion, which I know we do need down the road. And we do need this Poe here, unfortunately. Ooh, hello, Pot. What are you? Ooh. I'll always take a bigger bomb bag. Absolutely. Alright, let's do this. So TSA, yeah, so Zelda speedruns, once they figured out that you didn't actually need, to complete all the bosses, and you only needed to do the 2 adult bosses, it was revolutionary. It cut the time down immensely. So the run suddenly became, instead of doing everything, the run suddenly became the 3 child bosses, grab the Master Sword, and grab the bow, and hightail it to the Shadow and Spirit dungeons. Around this time as well, the leaderboards changed. So it used to be held on Twin Galaxies, which had a very strict no glitches sort of rule. So that sort of changed. And it was hosted then on Speed Demos Archive, I want to say. I honestly don't remember. I think it was Speed Demos Archive. Or SDA for short. And then sort of glitches were sort of becoming more allowed and accessible at the time. So what happened from there is people were suddenly realizing that, hey, we can cut all of these huge chunks out, and so they started doing that. And around this time as well, the records sort of moved to Japan. So a lot of Japanese players were picking up the game and starting to hold actual records in it. Leave me something blue that bestows health. There's the blue potion that we need. Okay. Instead of actually doing that, we are going to see if we can cut around the other way from Akana Castle, around the back end. Just because I don't know where we can find a blue potion, in all honesty. Alright, but yeah, so the record moved to Japan at the same time. So this sort of method of doing the 3 child bosses, then the 2 adult bosses, became known as the 5 boss method, or the Japanese method, depending on who you ask. That's what it's now known as. But it very quickly became an outdated route. The history of the Zelda speedrun, like Ocarina of Time speedruns in particular, have gone through about countless routes. I don't actually know how many routes off the top of my head. Gone through different routes. There's vanilla gameplay, there's the boss method, there's bottle adventure, there's reverse bottle adventure, there's the Ganonless method, there's the Ganon door, there's the Ganon floor, there's the arbitrary code execution. There's so many different major route changes. It's important to sort of reserve our history. Right. Okay. Let's go find a blue potion. Oh, hey, Muffins. We are going to go to Cow Grotto because I think that's our best chance of finding a blue potion. But yes, yeah, so it's very interesting learning this history. Because, you know, without it, we wouldn't know how far we've come, really. We still don't have Cow Mask, do we? No, excellent. Alright, so, yeah, this Japanese method of fire boss method is one of the many different routes that Majora's Masks, that Ocarina of Time speedrunning has taken. But, it signifies a very important part of Zelda speedrunning that isn't acknowledged quite enough. It's the start of the records being held outside the Western community. It's the start of, you know, seeing glitches become more sort of acceptable and used. It's honestly kind of really interesting, and in all honesty, the runs that survived from that era are incredibly fun to watch. It sort of, in a way, does still exist. It has a spiritual successor. So the runs and the routes as they would have existed back then don't have a modern sort of take on it. Like the routes aren't used anymore. But there is a spiritual successor in a category called Medallion Stones Trials, which is the 3 spiritual stones, the medallions, and all the trials in Ganon's castle. That sounds like it's 100%. So you might be thinking, what's the difference between that and 100%? 100% requires you to get all the items, all the sculptures, all the this, that, and the other, all the upgrades, all of that. Medallion Stones Trials requires you to only get the dungeon rewards. But it's still a cute little part of Ocarina of Time history that should be acknowledged. And where the hell is a blue potion? This is getting a little less cute. I don't know where a blue potion is. That's just gonna kill my speed, isn't it? Alright, let's find a blue potion. We're gonna get rid of the milk, because if we accidentally run into a blue potion, we wouldn't know because it wouldn't automatically put in our bottle. Alright. Alright. While we are looking for blue potions, if you'd like any more Zelda facts, roller coaster facts, or if you just want to hear me yap about Zelda theology or anything, let me know. We are just looking for this blue potion, in all honesty. Alright. Did I check the stock pot in? We do have the key. Let's check what's in stock pot in. And we have the all-night mask, so we could also check that as well if we wanted to. But... oh, no, we could. Oh, well, that's just bloody rude, isn't it? Alright. Sorry, I'm just trying to think where a blue potion would be. Let's check the shops quickly. I don't think there's... I think if we had seen one in the shops, I would remember. But I said that about the boomerang, so who knows? Alright, let's quickly check the shops. Alright. Anything here? Okay, nothing. Oh, actually, no, he only sells powder kegs. That's fine. What have you got? Nothing. Excellent. Dodonks! Check spoiler log for any item of your choice. Blue potion. Thank you, Dodonks. That is honestly a lifesaver. Thank you, Dodonks. I do appreciate it. Alright. Let's check this spoiler log. That way we are not struggling. We can finally go through and finish all of that. OTMM rando. Item tracker. No, that's the wrong one. There's the OT file. Okay. Blue potion. Arcana Valley Scrub will give me a blue potion. Okay. Oh, wait, is that... okay, no, it is a Majora's Mask one. Okay. And there's also one in Great Bay Temple, I double checked. Excellent. Let's go do that, the most sacred item. That's it. Where did I just... Arcana Valley. Everything's just in Arcana Valley today. Thank you again to Donks for that. That is spectacular. You came in the clutch right there. Alright. Let's go check that scrub, shall we? How much is he wanting to rob us for this blue potion? Keep in mind the blue potion is normally 200 rupees. I have no idea how much this scrub's going to be charging. Alright. Excuse me. Come on. There we go. Alright. Let's go see how much this scrub is charging, because I'm kind of scared to know, if I'm being honest. We do have money-making ways, so don't think we haven't got that. Oh! Oh! Hey, yo! The cheapest blue potion in the game! That's coming in clutch right there. I know, no way. Are you still gonna sell me blue? Okay, cool. So we have an infinite supply of blue potion here, which is very nice. That is so good. I know I'm literally just warping to the same area on the same map. It just saves us from hookshotting. Yay, finally some good luck. No way. Stonks. Stonks are going up, everyone. Blue potion prices are going down. Stonks are going up. It's a good day. Oh, that's excellent. Whoa, camera just... Alright, let's do this. Again, it would be very nice if the light arrows were in here. It would also be nice if the light arrows were gotten before this. Because that way we could go through the back end. But whatever. And this is a place I'll redeem to Plunder Me celebration. Thank you for the Plunder Me celebration. That's awesome. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, I've got the wrong mask on. That's why. Yeah. I can't kill you. I need to go through the door. That's annoying. Alright, leave something blue that bestows health. Yeah. We will replace this blue potion with a fish once we... Rude. Once we find it. Hey, Muff, you can jump up if you'd like, darling. Alright. We are looking for... Essentially, the only item that we really need is light arrows. I'm hoping that it's here. Yeah, we are looking for fish. Actually, was there a fish in there? There is a fish in there. We are also going to get rid of this. Yeah, this one's probably the better one to get rid of. Come on. Up you hop. There you go. Oh, okay. She's already knocked down the microphone. Yay, fishy. That's it. We've got a nice fish now. There we go. We also need spring water. Hello, Muffins. I can't see anything, but thanks, Muff. I hope you're enjoying your view of Muffin's butt. Good girl. There's the gremlin emote. There it is. Alright, which one do you want? Leave it. Leave me H2O. This is why we just emptied that bottle. I bear you no remorse. Thank you. This has a fairy fountain at the end, which is why I really wanted to check it. And we are going to Din's Fire here. Hi, Muff. Yeah, Playsword says hi. Isn't that cool? She's looking slightly less unimpressed than normal, so I think she appreciates you saying hi. Okay. We got 20 rupees and then lost 10 rupees, so net profit. Excellent. We are also picking up some bugs, because I know quite a few of these things ask for bugs. Excellent. Nothing. Yeah, whatever. What do you want? Leave it. Leave me something small and creepy. There's our bugs. Yeah. You bear me no remorse. Excellent. Alright, what's in here? Oh, green rupee, 100 rupees. Well, that's paying for our next blue potion. Nice. I'll take that. Not bad. Alright. So, nothing in here. There is one room with a... Oh, balls. Hello, Muffins. Let me just move all this stuff out the way so she can sit there without knocking everything over again. There goes my microphone again. Okay. It's like it's her personal mission to knock every single thing off my desk as she goes. Leave me something small and creepy. Okay, we've got to go back for more bugs. There is one room that has a line of pots all in a row, which is essentially what I'm waiting for. There's also a room with a cow. And there's a room with some grass patches. Muffins. She's so cute and so destructive. But you kind of have to forgive her for it because she's so cute. It's like, yeah, okay, you can destroy everything. That's fine. I don't mind. Alright, nothing in here. Oh, come on. That's just rude. I tell you what, if I never have to see a rapport in this game again, I won't be mad. I'll be okay never seeing a rapport in this game ever again. What are you? You want Leave me something deliciously fresh. I already gave away my fish, didn't I? Nope, that's my fish. We will go back and collect another fish in a minute because I know one on the other side also wants a fish. Yes, I leave you no remorse. Report. Honestly, every time I say the word report, I think I'm saying, it sounds like I'm saying like RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, you know, there's a bunch of RuPaul's competing in Drag Race. Which, honestly, that'd be kind of funny. I'm so sorry, the mental image of all these RuPaul's, like the currency RuPaul's, on RuPaul's Drag Race, kind of funny. I want a fish. Give me a fish. Give me a fish. Come on, that's so annoying. I'm just imagining a RuPaul in this most amazing wig. I just think of Rupert. Oh, RuPaul Grint. Oh, that's so dumb. I've amused myself. I don't think I need another fish, but we're just going to be on the safe side. If we need to thank the fish and release it, we can thank the fish and release it. Oh, that's a Dexy hand. We will release the fish and thank it for its service. Alright. So the reason why I just went, oh, yep, okay, cool. We actually, that's the hot spring water that the previous one was after. Yeah, alright. I forgot how annoying Dexy hands are. I call that effective. That was effective in my book. Alright. I think we've gone through every room in this particular section. So now we will go back to where we started out in. We are also on a slight time crunch, which is why I'm not too worried about my health here. Because this hot spring water will cool down, and it will cool down quite fast. I'm also not wearing the... There we go. Where are you? Which one are you? Leave it. Leave me something deliciously fresh. Okay, I was going to say, if I forgot to catch another fish, I'm going to be kind of mad. But we are going to go the other way for a second and go give that hot spring water before it cools down too much. Okay, which one are you? Leave it. Leave me something warm that can quench ice and 1 spirits. That's the hot spring water. Alright. I think this is cow room. But it could be that one room with the chest. Nope, this is cow room. Hey, yo! That's the light arrows. Oh, that is so... That's lit. That's awesome. No pun intended. That is lit. Excellent. That is wonderful. Alright, wow, I wasn't actually expecting to get anything here. I mean, I did it just because, like, you know... There were so many checks in here, but I was not expecting... I thought we'd have to go through a bunch more temples. And there's nothing in any of these pots. This was the one room that I came in here for. Just look at the sheer amount of pots in here. We might as well see if we can clear out the last rooms. Leave me something small and creepy. Alright, well, we don't have any bugs. That's fine. I don't think there's actually anything in that room anyway. Leave me a ghost, a big one at that. We do have a big ghost. Oh, thank you, cows. Exactly. Thank you, cows. We love cows in this household. Except for Mimi Meadows. Otherwise, we love cows in this household. Alright. Now herein lies the question. He wants to see something creepy, give him a mirror. Honestly, yeah. Mood. He wants to see something small and creepy, give him a mirror. Stop robbing me of my money! Can I just not be robbed of my money, please? Let me guess, something small and creepy. Oh, rich and cow. I already gave away my milk. Whatever. We got the light arrows. We don't need to do this. Alright, Alright, I want to hear it in the chat. Do we do Secret Shrine while we're here? Is it, there's a few checks in Secret Shrine. Do we do that while we're here, or do we go to Ganon's castle? I need to hear it in the chat. Yes. Yes to Secret Shrine? I'm gonna assume Stone Tower Temple. No! Do it while you're here. Alright, we will do Secret Shrine while we're here. Stone Tower Temple will come after Ganon's castle if we need to. So we'll do Secret Shrine, we'll do Ganon's castle, and then we will do Stone Tower Temple. I am not subjecting that if I don't need to, in all honesty. Look, there's not many checks here in Secret Shrine at all, so we should be in and out very quickly. In fact, I think there's, what, maybe 6 pots in the main room, and then there's just, one chest per boss, and then, a couple of pots in each room. So there's not too many checks, and in all honesty, why don't I like Stone Tower Temple? Ironically, it's for the same reason that I like Snowhead. And I know that doesn't make sense, but it is what it is, I guess. So I don't like Stone Tower Temple because it is so dense with checks. Like, ridiculously dense with checks. There's so many checks in Stone Tower Temple. The problem with it is half the checks are not accessible unless you do uninverted Stone Tower, inverted Stone Tower, uninverted Stone Tower again. So you essentially have to do the same temple 3 times in order to get all the checks. And this is it in vanilla gameplay as well. It is actually intended for you to do uninverted Stone Tower like 2 or 3 times. Sorry, 2 times. And it's all the stray fairy checks essentially. That's it. That's annoying on its own. What makes it worse is it's the one dungeon where I don't remember how everything, like where everything is and where everything goes. And in vanilla gameplay, I love that. I love a dungeon I don't remember completely. It feels like the first, like experiencing a dungeon again for the first time. I love the fact that I don't know it very well. In a randomizer, it low-key just annoys the crap out of me that I don't know it. Wowzer, I'd hate it too. Yeah, it's also not that fun to watch on stream, just watching me do the same dungeon 3 times in a row. Not so grand. There is a grass patch there. We will collect that in a second. Rude. Oh. Alright, that's it. No, move away from the guy who's about to blow himself up. Excellent. Wowzer, I'd hate it too, yeah. Look, casually, I love the dungeon. It's regarded as like one of the best Zelda dungeons, if not the best Zelda dungeon. And I get it. It's not my personal favorite, but I get why it's so highly regarded. In a randomizer, especially one that I'm streaming, I don't enjoy doing it. It's a bit of a slog. The Goron sword! Excellent! Hey, I'll take it. Doesn't do much for us, but I'll take it. Okay, nothing in there. Alright. It's... I'm trying to remember what these two are. One of them is Wart, and I can't remember for the life of me what the other boss fight is. Is it a Dark Nut? No, this is Wart. Let's just quickly... flashing lights and colors warning for the... Hopefully the last time. I don't know that, but I'm fairly certain this is the last time we find Wart. I was about to say fart warned. How long do you plan on streaming for tonight? What we'll do is we'll complete Secret Shrine. We will go through Ganon's Tower, and then we might call it a night. If we happen to find the Triforce piece, I don't think we will. If we happen to find the Triforce piece before then, we will end it there. But if on the more likely case that we don't find the Triforce piece, we'll go through here, we will go through Ganon's Tower, and that's it. I did say it was going to be a shorter stream. I was thinking more on the hour side. We've been streaming for 2 hours now, and I have enjoyed every single minute of it, but I also have a movie and some popcorn and some tea that I would like to enjoy as well. So I will be getting to that. My throat is kind of sore, so yeah. But don't think for a minute I don't enjoy streaming, because I do. Alright, flashing lights and colors warning is almost over. He's only got a few hits in him. That's the last hit. Flashing lights and colors warning is over. Hopefully for good. I think that's the last time we'll have to fight Wart in this entire thing anyway. So, you know, hopefully that should be it. Give me that. Nope, give me that. Well, that was really the last time we're gonna fight Wart in this. Okay. Okay. We're done. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting that one. Wow, okay, we are done. The game heard you say you wanted to chill. Obviously. Wow. Okay, so we're really not doing Ganon's Castle. Thank you, Placehold, for, you know, turning around saying, yeah, let's do Secret Shrine first. You really wanted to get your chill time. That's it. This game was like, nah, let her chill. She's cooked enough. Wow, that was kind of unexpected. I didn't even have a chance to mark off the fact that we got light arrows on the tracker. That's so funny. I had a feeling you'd find it. I should have started a gamba. That's what I should have done. Oh, I just realized the bonus luck is true. That's right. It is bonus luck. I think we found the last piece of the Triforce on our last boat, like during a bonus stream too. That's incredible. Placehold redeemed on-screen celebration. Thank you so much for the plunder me celebration. Wait, who are these tall men in the sky looking, standing that look strange? Right, yeah, so we don't really see this in randomizer gameplay. The whole point of Majora's Mask is we can defeat the 4 dungeons to awaken the 4 giants. And that's what they are, the 4 giants. And using the Oath to Order, we actually get the giants, we summon the giants using the Oath to Order to basically hold the moon in place to stop it from crashing. So that's what the Oath to Order is for. It's to summon the 4 giants to hold up the building. If you ever go speak to the old lady in the stock pot inn with the all-night mask, she actually tells you the story of who the 4 giants are and where the Skull Kid fits into this. Because believe it or not, the Skull Kid, who is the same Skull Kid from Ocarina of Time, follows into the lore of the 4 giants. But it is all part of the story. So they're holding up the moon so the moon doesn't crash while we go in and defeat Majora. Of course, we got the Triforce pieces instead, so it doesn't actually matter. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting to finish this randomizer so quick, but, a movie awaits, I guess. Uh, also, the randomizer actually just rapid fires through this text. I'm not actually pressing anything, as you can see. Look, this has been an awesome randomizer. There's been a lot of settings that I've never tried before, or I have tried, but only for muck around purposes and not for an actual randomizer. I just want to give a big thank you to the people who helped build this particular build, because I didn't make it myself. I got to figure out in real time what was randomized and what wasn't. So thank you so much. Fishy! Fishy has taken off into the sunset one last time. But yeah, I just want to thank the people who built this particular seed for me, because I did not do it myself. Thank you for... This was honestly quite an enjoyable seed, a challenging one, but thank you so much. Still the best name. We've had so many great names so far. We've had Fishy, we've had Footy, we've had probably more. I think I've had Link, Lunk, My Dude, Broseph, all of those. But yeah, also these are all the all the people in this randomizer that we never actually met. This ending cutscene, just as a bonus fun fact for you before we end stream, this ending cutscene, not this particular section, but down the road when the credits are rolling, there's actual cutscenes that pop up with the different people we've interacted with in the story. Those cutscenes change depending on whether or not you've actually received the mask that person, the mask that person's story is associated with. So, for example, if we receive the Bremen mask, which is the bird one, we actually see the music box guy in the end cutscene. If we collect the couple's mask, we actually get to see Andrew and Kafei's wedding. If you... Sorry, the pirate's going nope and rushing back is kind of funny to me. But if we don't collect these sort of non-essential masks, it's just a black screen. We don't actually get to see those cutscenes. So, fun little fact for you: the ending the ending sort of cutscene in the ending video is kind of customizable in that sense, which is a little unusual. Alright, that being said, we are going to end stream here. We will be starting again on Tuesday with another randomizer. I will be building this one, don't you worry, but we'll start with a new randomizer. We'll start fresh. Don't forget to join on Tuesday around 6 to 6:30 Australia, New South Wales, Melbourne, Sydney, Melbourne, Hobart, Queensland time. See, this cutscene wouldn't be playing if we didn't have the postman's hat. That's what I kind of mean. It'd just be a blank screen instead. Now we've moved into sort of the... See there, like that, because we never got Kamara's mask. That's what it looks like. So it's quite interesting. Otherwise, it'd be a sort of cutscene of the girls doing the dance. Yeah. Thank you again. Enjoy your movie and tea and popcorn. Thank you. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of you for watching. I'll see you all on Tuesday for another randomizer. Let's find someone to raid. Similar. Let's see who are we following that's online right now? No one. Excellent. Oh, Happy Pembles, an Australian randomizer. Let's go check that out. I think that's an excellent idea right there. Alright, we are going to raid now. Don't forget to drop in on our new channel, say hi, drop a follow, drop a like, send some love along. We're all small communities, we're all just doing our bit. So go enjoy, and I hope to see you on Tuesday. Have a good night, everyone.